My name is Gideon Rachier. This is my home, it's my retirement home. This village is called Ahono Village in Marenyo sublocation, Yala Division, and Game Sub-County. Welcome. I worked with KALRO for about 42 years actually. I started as assistant with a diploma from Egerton, where I graduated in 1997. So my first appointment was in 2nd April 1977. And then I retired as a senior research officer. That was in May 2017. During my last 10 years, there was also something in the payslips that mwaka yako sasa ni this much, and then you had to retire in 10 years time. So at that time I started to prepare for retirement. From my experience now, if you plan and do it well, it is not a serious problem. There are challenges on retirement. One of the challenges is that you have this idea of having the salary, monthly salary, and then the allowances that you have. So you leave that. I have 3 sons. You know, if you come to the village, the home here, that is the eldest son. As you get into the village, into the house, is on the left. Then the follower comes here. This is the second born son. Now the other one will build there and build there. Another challenge is that transition of getting your dues. That is now when you get your pension. With us, people who worked earlier, people who worked with the Ministry of Agriculture earlier, we are getting 2 pensions. Like my case, I get 2 pensions. There is one I worked with in the Ministry of Agriculture, with the government, Ministry of Agriculture. It is not much money, but it is something. Now there is the KALRO pension. The KALRO pension, I want to praise it because it takes a very short time. Not as the other one where somebody can go home and take even 3-4 years, even 5 years, when his pension has not started coming. Sasa he will get involved in many things, borrowing, doing what, selling his property. And so the KALRO system of the pension, I think, is an advantage to people, because I think Onyango gave me my money about this was within before I left. I got in my money. He tells you can have that money, all of it, go take it and go with it. Or you can have what is called bulk out of, say, if you have 7 million, 5 million shillings, this bulk, you can take 2 millions and then you leave the 3 millions. So you will find somebody can be getting 60,000, somebody can be getting 40, somebody can be getting 30. It depends on what you left there. If you start early, the better. The savings, for example, it is like the insurance. The insurance, when you start it when you are young, you will be having a very light deductions. But when the years go, you start it at 50 there, It's now when you want a insurance, it will be very high. So people need to plan for retirement, not very late. There are several things you can do, or I did. There is your personal engagement. The personal engagement is this one of like the agrovet that I have. That is a personal engagement. Quite a bit, I do quite a bit of farming. I grow maize. We also grow bananas. I keep some dairy, some local zebu's there for milk. I'm keeping these animals. They are improved crosses, basically for milk. I also have some chicken. You look at some people who have retired from the village, you see that their life is a bit difficult. That is what I was trying to avoid. I was trying, possibly I could live a better life in retirement than my colleagues that I see, some of the colleagues that I see. I don't know what you are seeing, but what I have here is because of being sober. If you are taking too much, if you are misusing your money, you cannot reach this level of retirement. You need to be sober.